In this video, we are going to talk about the Novo Nordisk stock. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. The stock price of Novo Nordisk A.S. rose 0.65% on the most recent trading day, Tuesday, June 29, 2021, increasing from $83.26 to $83.80, and has now gained 5 days in a row. It'll be interesting to watch if it manages to keep increasing or if it takes a small break for the next few days. The price varied 0.74% throughout the day, from a low of $83.43 to a high of $84.05. For this time period, the price has been fluctuating, with a minus 0.91% decline in the last 2 weeks. On the previous day, volume climbed in tandem with price, which is a strong technical indicator, and 88,000 more shares were exchanged than the day before. A total of 661,000 shares were purchased and sold for $55.42 million. In the short term, the stock is trading at the bottom of a strong rising trend, which could indicate a solid buying opportunity. If the lower trend floor at $82.73 is broken, it will signal a slower rate of rise in the short term, but it might also signal a trend shift. Given the present short-term trend, the stock is anticipated to climb 23.83% over the next 3 months and, with a 90% likelihood, conclude the period with a price between $102.44 and $109.30. Signals and forecast. The stock of Novo Nordisk A.S. has buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a strong outlook. In addition, the relationship between the two signals produces a general buy signal when the short-term average is higher than the long-term average. The lines at $82.65 and $81.32 will provide some support on downward corrections. Sell signals will be issued if any of these levels are broken below. The price is rising in tandem with the volume. This is regarded as a positive technical indicator. Negative signals were also sent out, and these could have an impact on the near-term trajectory. On Thursday, June 10, 2021, a sell signal was sent from a pivot top point, and it has since plummeted minus 1.13%. Further decline is expected until a new bottom pivot is discovered. Furthermore, the 3 months moving average convergence divergence is currently indicating a sell signal, MACD. Stop loss, risk, and support. Novo Nordisk A.S. finds support around $82.28 thanks to accumulated volume, and this level could be a good place to buy because an upwards reaction is likely when the support is challenged. This stock is frequently traded in large volumes, and the risk is deemed to be low due to minor daily movements. The stock changed 62 cents, 0.74%, between high and low in the previous day. The stock has had a daily average volatility of 0.93% over the last week. Earnings increase. On May 4, Novo Nordisk, along with a bevy of other pharmaceutical companies like Bristol Myers Squibb, AbbVie, and Pfizer, released their first quarter profits. Despite the economic downturn brought on by the pandemic, the company was able to grow earnings per share by 8% year-over-year to 88 cents per share, exceeding analysts' estimates of 83 cents per share. In addition, the company recorded a 7% increase in overall sales year-over-year in the third quarter. The company's 4 primary business sectors were responsible for this: insulin, obesity, biopharm, and the medicine GLP-1, which promotes insulin production in patients with type 1 diabetes. Novo Nordisk also has extensive worldwide exposure, which came in handy in the first quarter when its overseas operations witnessed a 9% increase in revenue. The company also raised its earnings projections for the remainder of 2021. Novo Nordisk anticipates a 6% increase in sales in 2021, up from 5% in February. Free cash flow expectations for 2021 have also increased, from $5.88 billion to $6.04 billion. In addition to its existing share buyback program and semi-annual dividend, which is generally paid out in August, management restated its commitment to return $2.69 billion to shareholders. Progressing pipeline. Novo Nordisk's main mission since its inception in 1923 has been to aid in the treatment of diabetes and other chronic conditions such as obesity and hemophilia. The company's pipeline reflects this, with many medication research initiatives making progress. Within its diabetes pipeline, the business has been working diligently. The company's ideal pump insulin and immunotherapy are in phase 1 clinical trials now, with findings expected in the third quarter of 2021. It also has a phase 3 trial for HFpEF, a congestive heart failure medicine, as well as oral semaglutide, a type 2 diabetes drug that would compete with Eli Lilly's Jardiance. In the second half of 2021, oral semaglutide will enter phase 3 studies. The biopharmaceutical and chronic illness pipelines of the organization have also made significant development. Over the following 6 months, more than 4 different medications will be tested in phase 3 clinical studies. Despite the excellent news about its different pipelines, Novo Nordisk has increased its M&A activities significantly in the recent year, making acquisitions to develop various sectors of its business. Novo Nordisk purchased 2 firms in 2020, Corvidia Therapeutics, a spin-off of AstraZeneca, and Emisphere Technologies. These 2 purchases were made to broaden the company's reach in cardiovascular diseases as well as its diabetic pill-based treatment portfolio. Novo Nordisk has also set some ambitious targets for itself through 2025, including capturing a third of the global market for diabetic therapies and increasing sales of obesity-related medications. This is a buy and hold strategy. I believe Novo Nordisk provides exceptional value to long-term investors who want to buy and hold. The stock has been going higher in recent months, and I believe it will continue to do so as greater revenue and earnings growth rates are priced in. Though the company has struggled to expand revenue, with an average growth rate of 4.63% over the last 5 years, revenue is predicted to climb to $23.59 billion in 2021, up nearly 10% from $20.8 billion in 2020. In addition, the company's price-to-earnings (P/E) ratio is currently around 27. We've seen Novo Nordisk trade around this P/E in the past, and while it's worth noting that the market would value this firm at that multiple, that doesn't rule out the possibility of future growth, as more sales and EPS growth will undoubtedly warrant a higher stock price. The company is also a dividend stock, with a current dividend yield of 1.8%, which is higher than the 1.34% yield offered by the SPDR/S&P 500 ETF. Novo Nordisk, in my opinion, is a high-quality firm trading at a reasonable price and valuation. This top-tier stock, which is expected to expand by double digits, can potentially help you enhance your portfolio and experience significant returns not just in 2021, but beyond. Is Novo Nordisk a good buy or a bad buy? It's quite tough to value Novo Nordisk A/S stock, and any metric must be regarded as part of a larger picture of the company's total performance. Analysts, on the other hand, frequently employ a few essential metrics to assist determine the value of a stock. The P/E ratio of Novo Nordisk A/S. The trailing price-earnings ratio of Novo Nordisk A/S is around 28x when its current share price is divided by its per-share earnings, EPS, over a 12-month period. To put it another way, Novo Nordisk A/S shares are currently trading at about 28 times recent earnings. That's equivalent to, example, the Nasdaq 100's trailing 12-month P/E ratio at the end of 2019, 27.29. The PEG ratio of Novo Nordisk A/S. The price-earnings-to-growth ratio of Novo Nordisk A/S may be computed by dividing its P/E ratio by its growth rate, which equals 3.9071. A low ratio indicates that the shares are more valuable, whilst a higher ratio indicates that the shares are less valuable. The PEG ratio provides a more comprehensive picture of Novo Nordisk A projected S's profitability than the P/E ratio. It could also assist you compare the share prices of different high-growth firms by accounting for growth. EBITDA of Novo Nordisk A/S. EBITDA, earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization, for Novo Nordisk A/S is $57.8 billion. EBITDA is a commonly used metric to assess a company's profitability. It is a measure of a company's overall financial performance. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications before you go. Thanks for watching.